As a people, we're all guilty from vote buying to cheating to stealing to lying.
What's up at welcome sa Pochoklak. Sa channel nito, mahilig kong sumuri ng mga relo ng mga kilalang personalidad at magbigay sa inyo ng masabot kayang alternatibo. Dahil ako ay naantig sa pagiging makapilipinas at makapilipino ng mga senador na sila Alan Peter Cayetano at Rodante Marcoleta, minabuti ko na sa video na ito, balikan ang mga sample ng mga relo ng mga senador na medyo lang mababait sa China. Siyempre, nauuna sa listahan natin si Senators Alan Peter Cayetano at Rodante Marcoleta. Nandyan din po si Joel Villanueva, Chis Escudero, Amy Marcos at siyempre si Bungo. Bago po tayo magsimula, ipapaalala ko lang na compilation ang video na ito at pagbabalik tanaw sa mga relo na nakita natin sa ibang video dito sa Pochoklak in the past, specifically noong 2025. Kaya po expect some differences in terms of the SRPs and the maximum secondary market selling prices that are indicated in this video. But I think hindi naman sobrang layo niyan kung merong mga pagbabago. Hindi na ako magpapaligoy-ligoy pa. Tara na! Yung kasunod po no, na relo ni Senator Joel Villanueva, ang kailangan po nating tingnan dyan yung case shape niya na parang TV-shaped. Tapos yung bracelet niya kung paano kumakabit sa case. So integrated bracelet style. And then the color of the dial as well as the likely shape of the indices. At dahil sa mga katangin na yan, tingin ko din sa Patek Philippe Nautilus 5711/1A. So ang relo po na ito has already been discontinued. Pero na-update na siya. Kasi ang 5711/1A po no, comes in full steel, both the case and the bracelet, pero na-update na yan to the 5811 kung hindi po ako nagkakamali, wherein full white gold na ang case and bracelet. So ang relo po na ito measures 40mm across, and I think the Nautilus needs no introduction, similar to the Daytona. Marami pong mga sikat na personalidad na nagsusuot nito. Mag-share lang ako ng interesting tidbit about the name of this watch. So ang Nautilus po is actually a Latin word which comes from the Greek word nautilus, which means sailor, if I'm not mistaken. At medyo ironic po, no? Kasi ang relo na ito has a water resistance rating of only up to 30 meters, no? Comparing that with other sports watches, wherein ang nagiging parang nitpick ng mga maraming reviewer, lalo na pagka ganito is dapat 100 meters. And I do tend to agree with that, lalo na kung gusto nyo comfortable kayo na isinusuot yung relo, no? So advice lang, Senator Joel, in spite of the name, hindi nyo po ito malulusong sa baha. So just in case po, matrap po kayo sa baha. Hopefully po, hindi nyo po suot ang Nautilus or poprotektahan nyo po ito. So, ang relo po na ito on the secondary market costs up to 7 million pesos. Depende sa seller na kausap nyo, pati sa condition ng watch. But in terms of the alternative, I selected a Timex, the Q Timex day date in 37mm. Kaya ko po pinili ito primarily because of the case shape. Medyo rounded siya. Pati yung bracelet niya, no? Pati yung kulay ng dial. In terms of the concession, definitely the movement, which is quartz here, pati yung level of finishing and comfort will not be quite on the same level. Pero tingnan nyo naman ang presyo. 12,995 pesos and naka-discount pa po yan sa website ng Timex ngayon. So kung interesado po kayo sa look ng Nautilus, gusto niyo ng konting variation though, baka masyado na siyang recurring para sa ibang mga nagiging viewers po ng channel na ito, no? And you want something unique but at the same time something similar, I recommend this Timex and I really like its appearance. Dito po sa relo na ito, tingnan natin yung integrated bracelet. Basically, kung paano dumidikit yung bracelet sa case. Yung case shape niya rin, even from this angle, mukha siyang TV shaped case. Tapos yung kulay ng dial and then yung nipis ng relo. At dahil sa mga katangin na yan, tingin ko this is a Patek Philippe Nautilus reference 5711A with the white dial. So, ang Nautilus, I think, needs no introduction. It's a very iconic watch. Napaka-flexible din. Gagamitin nyo sa isang formal event, gagamitin nyo casually in jeans or in shorts, gagamitin nyo sa office. I think mag-fit in ang relo na ito. Kaya suot po ito ng maraming celebrities, politicians. Kasi this can be a one-watch collection. So ang Nautilus it's normally worn as a sort of a statement. Kasi pag suot ng mga tao ito, normally it's when they say or they're saying to you, I made it. Ako, I just like to wear the designs that I really like and watches that are very comfortable. So, ang relo po na ito, on the secondary market, I find it for up to 109,000 Swiss francs. Yan po ay halos 8 million pesos, very close. And it's a shame because discontinued na po ang relo na ito, so very rare na, it's hard to find, at napaka-mahal niya. Pero, Senator Cheese, hindi mo magagamit to sa baha. Kung tama man ako na ito ang relo na iyong suot sa specific instance na ito. Yan din po ang advice na binigay ko kay Senator Joel. So, ang Nautilus kasi has a water resistance of 30 meters at marami pong nagkakamali, no? Iniisip nila na pwede kong dalhin 30 meters below surface ng tubig yung relo, pero misconception po yan. So for you to really know the water resistance capabilities of your respective watches, sinasuggest ko po na itanong nyo sa boutique or itanong nyo dun sa brand or mag-consult kayo sa watchmaker nyo kasi iba-iba po ang mga water resistance capabilities ng mga relo. Some watches put water resistances using different standards. So, maaari pong they mean differently. Although, I think meron namang standard yan, you never know. So, it's just better to be safe than sorry. Lalo na kung ganitong klaseng relo na sobrang mahal po, manghihinayang ako kung ako si Senator Cheese kung masisira ko ang Nautilus pag lumusong ako sa baha. So, wag niyo pong gagamitin yan sa baha, Senator Cheese. Ang alternative po na naisip ko ay isang Casio, the MTP E735D 7AV. Napakahaba po ng reference. Obviously, hindi ko kabisado. Kaya lalagay ko na lang sa video na ito. At kaya ko po napili ito dahil sa case shape na parang may sa flanks niya, meron din parang tenga na parang Nautilus ang dating. The dial color is silver but I think close enough to a white. That's as close to white as you get using other colors. And then the integrated bracelet style. In terms of the concession, kailangan nyo lang maging aware na quartz ito. The finishing is not going to be at that level and the bracelet will probably not feel as comfortable as a Nautilus 5711A. So, ang relo po na ito sells on Casio's website for 5,940 pesos. So, kahit sinabi ko yung mga concessions na yon, I think it's very close to a Nautilus. So, kung nanghihinayang po kayo sa 8 million pesos, I suggest to go with this watch. There are a lot of other alternatives out there. I suggest you to check out my other videos kung saan nabanggit ang Nautilus. Kasi sobrang dami ko na pong alternative na ipinakita and I think nabanggit ko pa in a previous video na parang naubusan na ako. But I will try to keep looking kasi po as we further explore these videos, we'll see more of this watch. So I think I have a lot of work ahead of me in terms of researching alternatives.
Napagdesisyonan kong tumakbo bilang Vice Presidente sa darating na halalan.
Okay, so kalahati lang po yung nakikita sa relo sa footage na to. Pero para sa akin po, medyo malinaw. Pag tinignan po natin yung way nung pag-attach ng strap dun sa case, pati yung horizontal lines on a gray dial with date aperture at the 6 o'clock. To me, this is quite clearly an Omega Seamaster Aquaterra. Specifically the 41mm version based on how it hugs the wrist of Bongo in this footage. Ngayon, yung Omega po is a well-known brand. As mentioned in my prior video, it's the Bond watch and then it's endorsed by many celebrities, one of which is George Clooney, a two-time Academy Award winner. No? And then, may mga athletes din po na nag-endorse sa kanila. Quite notably si Rory McIlroy who just won the Masters. Congrats, pare. And mapapansin nyo, ang Aquaterra, parang sporty siya. Pero kung kailangan ding formal, I think it can work. Bukod po dyan, marami pong strap options and bracelet options ang Aquaterra. Kaya this watch is very versatile, very flexible. Ang SRP po nito nasa 350,000 pesos. Pero if you look at the secondary market, it can cost you up to 300,000 pesos depending on the variation of the watch. Personally po, I think 41 millimeters is a bit big. For the Aquaterra, I personally prefer the 38 millimeter version. But that's just me. Let's proceed to the alternative. And in selecting the alternative, medyo nag-lean ako towards the dressier side of things. Kaya ito ang Seiko Presage SRPB 43J1. Ito pong relo na ito, tinatawag din itong cocktail time, no? And is part of Seiko's Presage line na medyo formal line of watches ng Seiko. And it's called the cocktail time kasi the design on the dial is inspired by cocktails. And personally po, gustong-gusto ko yung pattern sa dial nito. Especially at this price point, no? So yung SRP nito is 24,950 pesos. It's available online sa Seiko Boutique Philippines and sa At Tokyo. In fact, sa At Tokyo naka-sale po yan. Both links I've put in the description para po kung gusto nyo bilhin tong relong to. But on the secondary market, it will go for around 15,000 pesos depending on the condition of the watch. Ang tip ko lang po, no, lalo pagka leather strap, make sure to check the condition of the leather strap, otherwise baka kailangan nyo pong palitan. But there are many available options, no, pagdating naman sa mga leather straps. Anyway, kung peg nyo po talaga yung look ni Bongo and gusto nyo pong mag-lean towards the dressier side, I think the Presage is good bang for buck.
Complaint na ito ay tumutukoy sa 20th Congress, hindi ng 19th Congress.
In my opinion, Mr. President, kasi kahit sumagot ang 19th na there in
Dito sa footage nito, no, kay Alan Peter Cayetano, kailangan natin silipin yung case color ng relo. Itim po yan. Mapapansin nyo yung strap din niya itim. Tapos mapapansin nyo merong pushers, kaya chronograph ito. Yung hands niya, kitang-kita. At mapapansin nyo sa bezel ng relo, meron parang white text, no? At dahil po sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko this is an IWC. More specifically, the IWC Pilot's Watch Performance Chronograph 41 Mercedes AMG Petronas F1 Team. Ngayon, mahaba po ang pangalan na yan. Let's just call it the IWC Pilot's Watch Performance Chronograph. Ang IWC po, kilala talaga yan sa mga pilot's watches, no? As mentioned in prior videos, nag-supply po yan ng mga relo sa German Air Force. At sa mga relong ito po, pinakamahalaga yung legibility, no? On the secondary market, this watch can go for 1 million pesos. But obviously, that being expensive, kailangan po natin isipin kung ano ang alternative, no? And in this case, I selected the Seiko SSC 917P1. Yan po ay dahil sa pagiging chronograph ng relo, merong black case and strap, may tachymeter din doon sa bezel. Ang key concession lang, yung solar movement and the quality of the finishing. Obviously, mas mataas po yan pag IWC. Pero may advantages naman, no? Ang solar movement. Parang set and forget po. Hindi nyo kailangang isipin masyado kung gagana ba itong relo na ito today. Ang SRP po ng relong ito is 36,400 pesos. But in authorized dealers such as At Tokyo, no, maaari po kayo makakuha ng discount. Pero kung interested kayo to buy the watch now, I've put the link to the Seiko Boutique in the Philippines para ma-access nyo, where you can see the watch. And this watch po, no, yung Seiko Speed Timer, marami pong nakaganyan. And I think for good reason. This is a good-looking watch at a great price point. And especially kung hesitant pa kayo mag-invest in highly priced pieces such as the IWC, I think you cannot go wrong with a chronograph from Seiko, especially the Speed Timer. Ang kailangan po natin dito ay mukhang ahas, yung relo po, no, hindi yung tao. The way the watch twirls around the wrist, the dial color which is black, the color of the bracelet and the case alternating silver and rose gold, the sparkles on the side of the bezel. Dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko ang suot ni Senator Amy Marcos dito ay isang Bulgari Serpenti Tubogas, yung double twirl. Ngayon, ang relo na ito, na-feature ko na before as one of the watches that I think former Senator Cynthia Villar wears. But this watch through and through is Bulgari. Very classy. It's a really good look for most women out there, yung ganitong klaseng style ng relo. And having seen it in person, ang ganda naman talaga. It's truly a piece of jewelry, and I think for a lot of women who are enthusiastic about watches, this is a watch that you cannot really go wrong with. Ang retail price po nito ay 1.285 million pesos. And so out of reach po yan. Napili kong alternative para dyan ay isang Swatch, the Swatch dance floor. And kaya ako napili ito is how the strap attaches to the wrist, parang multiple times din umiikot ang relo na ito sa wrist ng magsusuot. And I think in terms of the concession, syempre yung Bulgari is really a piece of jewelry, no? Whereas this one is a bit more playful, especially in terms of the materials. But I think you can make this work. You can wear it both casually and in a formal setting. Yun nga lang, you have to really be conscious about what you match it with. But this one is being sold for 130 euros. Yan ay nasa mga 9,000 pesos. Plus shipping, taxes, and duties pa if relevant. And I think this is really a good watch. When it comes to alternatives to a lot of watches out there, Swatch is really something you cannot go wrong with. I think this is a brand with a good enough heritage that something like, or a brand like Bulgari, it can match toe to toe. Dito po kay Senator Marcoleta, na napakaganda po ng buhok. Ang kailangan po nating tingnan dito, yung case shape, the dial color, which is white, the white subdials with the black outlines, and then yung bezel niya, which is also a shiny black. At dahil sa mga katangian na yan, tingin ko this is a Rolex Daytona reference 126500LN, the Panda. Hindi na ako mag-explain masyado about the Daytona. Let's go straight to the price, which is retail niyan 914,500 pesos. But on the secondary market, I see it sell for up to 1.9 million pesos. Pagdating sa alternative, pumili ako ng isang Casio Edifice. Ang relo na ito kaya ako napili because of the chronograph functionality, the dial color, the sub-dial outlines. But in terms of the concession, this one is quartz in terms of the movement. The finishing will not be the same. The size is a bit bigger, but still, from afar, mapagkakamalang Daytona ang relo na ito, especially pag tinignan yung bracelet. Very similar styling with the polished center links. Ang SRP ng relo na ito ay 8,330 pesos. And that's so far off from the Daytona. Makakapagbigay kayo ng maraming ganitong klaseng relo sa isang barangay na lahat sila meron, versus buying a Daytona that I always think the price for one is really ridiculous. But if you're just looking for an alternative to the Rolex, you want something long-lasting, this Casio Edifice is a good way to go. Ayun! Nakapagbalik tanaw na tayo sa mga relo na isinusot ng mga senador na medyo mababait sa China. At sa lahat ng mga relo na tiningnan natin sa video na ito, ang pinaka-paborito ko dyan, yung Omega Aquaterra. I really love the flexibility of this watch. Gusto ko din na napaka-unique nung strap combination niya. And I just love how flexible the Omega Aquaterra is in general. Although I do prefer it on its metal bracelet. At doon naman po tayo sa alternatives. Ang pinaka-paborito ko doon, yung Seiko Presage. I love the texture on this dial. And for this price point, I think sulit na sulit na. Pero opinion ko lang po yan. Kung iba pong inyong opinion, kung tingin nyo meron pang ibang relo na masangkop bilang alternative, let me know in the comment section down below. Kung nagustuhan nyo yung video na ito, please hit the like button. At kung trip nyo yung ganitong klaseng content, watch reviews, pagsuri sa mga relo ng mga kilalang personalidad, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Yun lang po. Maraming salamat sa oras ng panonood. Laters, yo!